Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So I'm really excited for today's video because literally after going for 7 safaris in Pench National Park, we were going for our last safari in Pench National Park before we headed off to go to Tadoba National Park and start our safaris there. So we were honestly really excited for our last safari in Pench before going to Tadoba, and we had such high expectations since we had literally seen every animal in Pench like that we wanted to. We saw tigers, we saw a leopard, we saw wild dogs, we saw jackals. Yes, we didn't get to see any animals like the sloth bear, wolves, hyenas, or foxes, but we did get to see so many more different amazing animals and herbivores and really cool migratory birds. And we also saw like the common grey mongoose. So we did see a lot of animals. So we were really excited for our last safari in Pench before going to Tadoba. And so we started our safari through the Turya gate, and we headed inside with a lot of optimism and a lot of hope to see really cool animals. And on entering the forest, you could already tell that the vibe of the forest was really good since we could hear a lot of bird like sounds and a lot of forest sounds. The first thing we did after entering the forest was drive by a waterhole. We had seen a lot of migratory birds at this waterhole earlier, and we were really excited since we wanted to try and get an up close video of the northern pintail duck. And if you guys don't know what the northern pintail ducks are, they're basically a group of migratory birds that literally travel from different countries and come to India during the winter months each year. So we knew that this waterhole was an amazing place for bird watching since we had seen a lot of migratory birds here before. And literally as soon as we reached, we saw the northern pintail ducks right there. And we could see two species of ducks at this waterhole. We could see the northern pintail ducks and we could see the Indian spot-billed duck. And unlike the northern pintail ducks, the Indian spot-billed ducks are not migratory and they live in India. And this is the northern pintail duck up close. And as you guys can see, it's literally just walking through the water and trying to find any insects to eat. And as I mentioned before, these are literally migratory birds. So they don't live in India all year round. They just come to India during the winter months. And yeah. And we started to drive away, trying to find any animals like the tiger or a leopard. And literally, as soon as we started to drive, we started to hear alarm calls from up ahead. And once we heard the alarm calls, we were pretty sure that it could be a tiger or a leopard up ahead, since the alarm calls usually mean that there's like a carnivore nearby, like the tiger or a leopard, or even wild dogs. And literally, as soon as we got close to where the alarm calls were coming from, we saw a pack of three wild dogs sitting right beside the road. The three wild dogs were being very playful and they were just sitting by the road and just chilling. They weren't really on the hunt, they weren't hunting or they weren't doing anything. And so we were really confused as to why the alarm calls were being sounded by the langurs if they weren't even like on the hunt. And these three wild dogs are just sitting beside the road. And also, you guys, wild dogs are literally endangered. So the fact that we got to see these wild dogs from so close is like a really cool thing. But the point is that wild dogs are honestly such a rare sighting, and they always live in packs most of the times, and they can literally hunt animals as big as like spotted and sambar deer. You guys, like they're literally, although they just look like dogs, they're not dogs at all. Like they're literally wild dogs. You understand? They live in the forest. They're completely wild, and they're literally like one of the large carnivores. You know, like tigers and leopards and wild dogs. Like those are the three large carnivores of Pench, you know, like the main carnivores of Pench. And these three wild dogs were literally just being playful. And they're also known as the dhole. So yeah, they're also known as the dhole or the Indian wild dog. And they look honestly completely different from the African wild dogs, you guys. Like the Indian wild dogs are sort of reddish brown in color, as you guys can see, and they have like a black color bushy tail, and that's how you can like identify that it's like a wild dog and not like a jackal, since they're like sort of similar the size of like jackals and wolves and like wild dogs in India, but you can identify a wild dog since they're like reddish brown in color and they have like the black tails. So that's how you can identify that it's like a wild dog and not like a jackal. But yeah, so they're also known as the dhole and they're reddish brown in color, unlike the African wild dogs, which honestly look completely different, you guys. Like they don't look anything like the African wild dogs. So yeah, so these are the Indian wild dogs, like I said before. And then we literally saw Jackal come out of the bushes and it was walking in the same direction as where the wild dogs were sitting beside the road. And honestly, you guys, we saw so many jackals in Pinch and we saw like a couple wild dogs, but we never saw either of them near each other, you know? Like, wild dogs are like really fierce carnivores, and jackals are like scavengers. So, I don't know, like, when we saw the wild dogs so close to the jackal, we were honestly like really like confused as to what was gonna happen. And yeah, we were just sitting there and waiting, trying to see what was gonna happen. And then one of the wild dogs just got up and started walking in the other direction, not towards the jackal, but in the other direction. And as soon as one of the wild dogs started walking, the other wild dogs followed, and they all started walking in one direction, following each other towards the other side of the road. And as soon as the wild dogs started to move, the langurs up in the trees started to make alarm calls. And all the wild dogs were moving in a single line, walking right up ahead, away from the jackal's direction. And as they moved, the langurs literally continued to make alarm calls. And while the monkeys made alarm calls, one wild dog literally ran so close to the jackal. That's a jackal, and that's a wild dog. That's a jackal. You get it? Of course. And what you guys can hear is literally the langur alarm calls. Like all those noises are literally alarm calls made by the langurs when they see a carnivore like the tiger or a leopard or wild dogs. Then literally they start making those alarm calls from high up in the trees to let every other herbivore like around them know that there is like a carnivore like the tiger or a leopard or a wild dog nearby. And then we saw the wild dogs walking into an alley, and we just saw them like cross the alley to get to the other side. And it was like a group of three wild dogs. So, yeah, they were all walking in like a single file trying to get to the other side. And we just saw them walking to the other side. And then we literally saw the wild dogs just standing there because they weren't really hunting. Because as soon as they got to the other side of the road, they just started to be playful again. And that's what our naturalist told us. So we decided to try and find some more animals since this was our last safari in Pench National Park before we went to Tadoba National Park. So we're almost done with our last safari in Pench before we go to Tadoba, and it was really awesome, you guys. Like, if you don't know, then wild dogs are like critically endangered, or they're endangered. One of them. The guide said that they're critically endangered, but when I googled it, like it showed that they're endangered. So I don't know what like if they're endangered or critically endangered, but basically they're really rare and like a sighting of them is really rare. And today we saw them for like literally over half an hour. Like we saw them run, we saw them like play, we saw them like go through the forest. So we saw a lot of the wild dogs, and we even saw a wild dog chasing a jackal. So that was pretty cool. But we just came for breakfast, and we have like about an hour and a half left of our safari, and we still haven't seen a leopard or a tiger yet. So hopefully we do see a leopard because we already saw two tigers in the full day safari, and we saw leopard, but from really far. So I'm hoping that we see a leopard or a tiger today. But it's really peaceful here, you guys. Like, this is literally the view from the breakfast point. It's like really calm, and it's like plain grounds. And there's this part of the land over here near the breakfast place that's always full of wild boars and spotted deer and like sambar deer and like peacocks, and it's really beautiful. So I can't wait to see those animals. And yeah, I hope that in this last 1.5 hour of a safari in Painch before we go to Tadoba, like I'm obviously gonna come back here like many times in the future. But as of right now, this is our last safari before we go to Tadoba. So I'm hoping I see a leopard and a tiger. We just got done with our last safari in Painch before we go to Tadoba, and I'm honestly so excited because, like I told you guys, I've never been to Tadoba, so I have literally no idea what to expect. But Painch was such a treat. Like, it was so amazing. We saw so many types of animals, like herbivores, carnivores, like literally so many types of birds, and like everything that I really have like a high expectation of Tadoba because I've never been there, but I've heard such good stuff about it. Like, what the hell are these noises that keep coming from the back? Can you guys hear that? But yeah, I'm really excited for Tadoba, and I hope that I see a lot of animals. So yeah, I really love both the morning and afternoon safaris, but in my opinion, like I really love the morning safaris more because the morning safari is literally in the winter 5 hours long, but then like the afternoon safaris in the winter is literally like 2.5 hours long. And as winter progresses, like the afternoon safaris just keep getting shorter and shorter. So I just feel like the morning safaris are like really amazing. Because like if you're a wildlife lover, then like go for both, you know. Like I love the morning safari and the afternoon safari. Like I even went for a night safari and a full day safari, you know, like once for the night safari and once for like the full day safari, which was a lot of fun. The full day safari was like really fun. That was like my favorite by far. But you guys, I really love this place, and I'm really excited for Tadoba because we saw so many animals here. And that's it for the video, you guys. And if you guys like this video, then hit the like button below. Comment down below what other videos you guys want me to make in the future, whether it's makeup videos, skincare videos, or like, you know, nature videos, like me going to different forests and like different seeing a lot of animals and just vlogging that, or like trekking and stuff. Like I love trekking, you guys. That's another thing that I don't show on my YouTube at all. I really love trekking. Like even a couple weeks ago when I went to Hilton Shillum, which is like this hotel somewhere near Pavna Lake, I went like for the forest trail there, and like I went for the stream walk. Like I really love doing nature stuff, you know. I really love being in the forest and just trekking and like bird watching and like looking at animals and like, you know, just I just love nature. So if you guys want to see more of those kind of videos as well, then let me know down below and subscribe to my channel if you guys like my videos and want to watch more of them. So that's it for the video, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.